are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Foles. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give to Henry, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A 1st down carry for Henry. Able to power through. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside.
Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted.
Come on, brother.
Picked off at the 30.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Runs over him. And down inside the 15 he goes.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Derrick Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
I ain't like that one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And now it's Rosen looking. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 21-0 our score after 1. On first down, it's Rosen.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's brought down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And
he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Rosen. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Switch up, switch up. 54.
On 1st and 10, Ryder. This will go to Henry out wide. Bulldozes past him, and he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Ryder. A check down here for Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a couple.
We in the chat.
We in the
chat. We ain't even in the, on Facebook. It's a chat.
Just as critical to the passing attack.
Yeah, it's on the
a lot of receivers, tight ends.
It's in the messenger. I mean, it's a messenger.
People missing the open field can really generate big plays for an
Nah,
offense.
it's just a messenger off of Facebook, but just ain't no Facebook page. Nigga gotta invite you to the messenger.
On 7,000 career
All right,
rushing
give me a
yards,
second.
and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career!
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk
Shit,
about
Maurice,
rank all time.
M-A-U-R-I-C-E.
We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
P-O-W-E.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes.
Yeah.
But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back
Yeah.
on.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. A final shot before break.
Hey, baby.
Ryder throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bird. Touchdown.
All right.
Damiere Byrd as time expires in the first half. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime.
38.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
Read that. Greedy.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now
Where
as
you
he
from?
knocks another one through to extend the lead.
How old
So
is he?
we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando,
rap or
that's where we
something?
find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime
You
report.
black ass
Coach.
nigga. Yeah, I know.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. They'll elect to bring it out
It
here for
depends
the
on
end
what part of
zone.
town they from.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not...
I don't know him, but I know a Cash Cook Bug though. I know.
Man, knock it off. Go play.
This nigga just.
Niggas in your thing, they niggas in your chat, they good.
There's some good niggas in here. This nigga just quit on me though. This nigga just quit on me in the game.